I'm Tim, welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this, any watch you see on our channel, or any watch on our website. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the Moser Cie Endeavour Perpetual Calendar Black Edition. 40.8 millimeters in black DLC titanium. It's feather light and exceptionally wearable. Only 11.4 millimeters thick. It's 48.8 millimeters lug-to-lug with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throw it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist and you can see it is comfortable. It's also relatively short across the wrist, making it, with its feather-light case and wonderful lug profiles, suitable for a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference. Now the strap itself is nicely made and unconventional with a nubuck style finish and feel. It has that lovely suede feel under the finger and a matte finish, large rectangular scale alligator leather, a monotone stitch, a folded edge that shows you the layers of leather, and then you will note this is a brand new Moser factory strap with black calfskin on the bottom and a simple but thoughtfully detailed Moser pin buckle with polished bevel, satin tops and flanks, and a little recess for the pin inside the buckle. I love attention to detail, and Moser gives you spades. As you can see, the case flank is unlike anything else. These lug recesses or hollows are a signature of Moser case design. They are of high polish and remarkably recessed with a compound curvature that does lovely things with light. There's vertical satin finish on the case flank, and it also allows you to change the month indicator on the Perpetual Calendar. Note that the bezel is broader at its base than it is at its edges. It's a wonderful fluid form. The entire case and bezel combination appears as though it's made of flash frozen molten metal. There's a little kerf underneath the crown so you can easily dig your nail in to set, and this is a timepiece that features many thoughtful refinements like that. The dial is explosive. It is a green Fume metallic. Light green at the center, almost apple green. It fades to black at its edge with rose gold hands and indices, a facet for the oversized date, and then there's a power reserve tracing the rated power reserve of the watch, which is 7 days, though in fact it'll run for almost 9. There's a stop seconds function to stop the seconds hand down at 6 o'clock on the dial, and the watch features a brilliant perpetual calendar system whereby, thanks to watchmaker Andreas Streller of the AHCI, who designed this system for Moser, you have a double digit, or I should say oversized date. It's not truly double digit, but you have an oversized date that you can set bidirectionally, and you will note there are 2 discs superimposed, so you can have that huge date without a giant dial and giant date discs. There is an index at the center, 12 hours, 12 months. So right now, for example, I am looking at the 8th month of the year. So June, July, August 1st. That is where we are on the calendar, and I can adjust the perpetual calendar forward or backwards. If you're wondering how you know the leap year cycle is displayed on the case back. It is a brilliant example of stealth in watchmaking complication. Minimal scripting, Moser, Swiss made, that's it, superb taste. Turn it all over, and we have the Moser manufactured caliber HMC 341, 2 barrels, chronometric 7-day power reserve, reality almost 9. All of this made in-house, including the balance, the overcoil hairspring, and the 14-karat gold low-friction escapement. Those are all made by Precision Engineering, Moser's subsidiary. Moser of Schaffhausen is the other vertically integrated manufacturer of Schaffhausen. You know the other one. I need not mention it. What's important is that Moser does everything in-house despite making only 1,500 watches a year. Now, the movement beats sway at 18,000 vibrations per hour, and it is more shock resistant by virtue of a full balance bridge with a free sprung index. It has the bidirectional perpetual calendar that need be adjusted never until the year 2100. It handles the leap years and the irregular length months. Let's talk a little bit about some of the finish, not just the tech and spec. 30 meters water resistant, 28 rubies, yes, adjusted in 6 positions, 1 more than a standard chronometer. But look at the finish. Double crested Côte de Genève, bridges designed to evoke the 3/4 bridges of 19th century Moser pocket watches. You have lovely satin finish atop the individual wheels, black polish atop the screws, a swan's neck style click spring to evoke the pocket watch era, and you have the 2 mainspring barrels set in screw fixed jeweled chaton. Another nod to history, and note that the screws themselves all black polished, so every single one of them hand finished, and those are just the screws. Many references to the pocket watch era. That was the heyday of the original Moser company. The new Moser company establishing an entirely new encyclopedia, or perhaps I should say dictionary of design language. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.